Hello, OS Army and Spring Cup watchers. Welcome to the Sprint Cup Series race in Rushmore, the PlayStation 500. And it is your boy OS Joshi commentating. And today we are in Mount Rushmore. Okay, at pole is Marcus B dragging the hell out of that Dodge. Don't know how he does it, but he does it. And next to him is Mick Hunt. Will he be able to win 3 races in a row and dominate the rest of the series? Surprisingly, Fleebo Berry is sitting in the second row. Fleebo Berry is having a good qualifying session here in Mount Rushmore, and next to him is Eric Sadler keeping the consistency. Maybe he will make a strong charge into the title if Mick Hunt and Caleb Wheeler makes the mistakes. There is young Joshi driving the number 54 Toyota Interstates battery car, and next to him is Sumugi Shirogane driving the 63. Good session, good run from him. He has managed to get consistent here in the road courses. Maybe that will bother Speedy Jin too much, but Sumugi Shirogane went from DNFs to top tens. There is Juan Martin, and next to him is surprising entry Samuel Gamer 12 in the top 10. He has been chilling at the back, but now he has made it to the front. And there is Ali Rain and her teammate John Johnson next to her. There is Philip Torres and Adam Jefferson sitting next to each other. There's Thomas Dupre and Angel Gutierrez in the number 26. There's Brad Stover, Sky Commons in the number 9. And there is Wise 9 next to Caleb Wheeler, our former championship leader. And it hasn't looked so good so far. Can he manage to push it to the championship? We don't know. Next to him, behind is Bryce Egan and Reggie Fogelman. And they're chilling there. And there's Squirrelman Jr. and Devon Dustcutter chilling also. There is Kyler Stride, James Crow, Jamie Gloss, our Atlanta winner, chilling also at the back, but not far back. There's Marcus De Jesus and Sophie Walton, Michael Lewis, and Bobby Joe Johnson. And there is Eric Monaco driving number 3 next to Huach Yanat. There is Marissa Semethi and Jimmy Wilkie, Daniel Voice, Leah McQueen, Carson Green, JJ McBushy, and in the back is Speedy Jin, who has a bad road course record, going 3 for 3 in being lost in the road courses. And next to him is Derek driving the Corley car as the sole driver here. So yeah, maybe Marcus B might pull a win here, being the first Dodge winner in the OS Car Sprint Cup Series ever. Too bad that this might be one of Dodge's also lost wins, as our Dodge is very slow. As Yeah, as Richard Petty Motorsports is switching from Dodge to BMW, and now Dodge will have to rely on Ray Evernham Racing.
Start your engines.
Okay, the race might be starting, ladies and gentlemen, and other people, but the pace cars leading the way, and there is our pole sitter, Marcus B, next to our previous race winner, Mick Hunt. Mick does not have to win to retain the championship lead. We're going through the trees, hold on. And the pace car is going to go to the pits. And we might make a good launch here. We might make a good launch over here. We might make a good launch. And it is green flag. It is green flag racing over here. And Marcus B makes a good launch. And Mick is trying to fight him for the win. Eric Sadler also trying to pull off an overtake. And there is Marcus B and there is Mick trying to head on into the fight. We go to the tunnels and out comes Marcus B. Marcus B doing very well here, trying to hold off Mick. And there we're going to the hot dog and Mick Hunt hunting Marcus B down, and there is Fleebo Berry who is in third. There's Fleebo Berry who is in third. Young Joshi hunting Eric Sadler, and Mick is way too close for comfort to Marcus B. It will be a crazy thing if Fleebo Berry manages to get a win because of the aggressive nature. But there is Marcus B and he will lead another lap. He knew this day would come. And there is Marcus B. Sorry you couldn't see through the trees here. The cameras are not very good, but we can see through the helicopter, and the helicopter is giving us the best of the action here in Mt.Rushmore. If you can't hear me through the helicopter, I apologize. But Marcus B is having a good gap here, and he will. There is Marcus B going to the tunnel section, and Marcus B will go out, and there is the 28 of Mick Hunt. Going through past the hot dog section and going past the fish, and the 18 looks good coming in third. Crazy upgrades from the Joe Gibbs team, and there is young Joshi who is in fourth. The fastest lap so far is Marcus B, and he will look like he is the first driver in All-Star Sprint Cup history to pull off a Grand Slam. And there is Marcus B, who is leading most of the race so far. He will maybe walk home with the 105 points, and the extra 5 points, the 110 points for getting a Grand Slam. There is Marcus B trying to hold on to Mick, but Mick trying to hold off Mick. Mick has a huge gap to fill in order to catch up to Marcus B, and young Joshi will take the fastest lap. in the race. And looks like young Joshi is fighting with his teammate Fleebo Berry, as Fleebo Berry is trying hard to defend his teammate from overtaking him in the race. There is Fleebo, there is young Joshi going through the forest, and young Joshi is getting way too close. He has the pace. He has the pace here, and he could get closer to the championship without capturing a single win. There is Marcus B. There is Fleebo Berry, and he is trying to defend young Joshi, but young Joshi is getting way too close, and this could end in disaster for Jogi. And Fleebo Berry goes wide, and young Joshi makes no waste of time with him. Young Joshi completes the first part of the mission. The second part is to get the 28 and possibly capture in the 54 of the 44 of Marcus B. And we're heading into lap 4, 17 laps to go, and Marcus B is defending Mick with his life. There is young Joshi. Young Joshi getting close to Mick. And there is young Joshi. Now, since there has been no change of position as of yet, it's time we head on to look at what is happening at the back. And there is Sumugi Shirogana ahead of Samuel Gamer 12. The 16 has had low confidence in the car, but since the upgrades possibly came in, the 16 has had the pace that he had wanted. Maybe it is not race winning pace, but it is certainly not as slow as it was. The pace is still fast. And there in 15th is the 29 of Caleb Wheeler. We're going to show you him very soon. Oh, there he is. And what an abysmal session from Richard Childress Racing, as their cars have not proven any stronger in the past few races. They did have a good race in Old Spice, but it seems like they don't have the pace that they do anymore. Mick Hunt is getting closer to Marcus B, as we can see here. We're going to the chopper, as it's the best way to show the action, and Marcus B is holding on against Mick. Will there be any mistakes here? We don't know, but the 44 has been defending against the 28 almost the whole race, and young Joshi seems to be creeping in. They're taking the same racing line. Maybe Mick is drafting, and he is trying to he is trying to get him closer. As of right now, we can show you Mick's camera. As you can see here, he's trying to get him close to the optimal line here. As you can see, he's trying to get him closer, and he's trying to get closer and closer and closer. But it seems as of right now, and he is going full throttle on that hill, and he is braking. He doesn't seem to lift in that hill like a sort of madman, as you know, he's trying to get the lead from Marcus B. But Marcus B is obviously denying him that lead. As we can see here, he's denying him that lead, and Young Josh is creeping in. So meaning that it's not only a one-way fight, a two-horse race, but potentially a three-horse race if these drivers are not careful. As Young Joshi has a lot of great potential. We'll now head back into the cameras, and there is Mick trying to get close to Marcus B. Will he be able to pull off the maneuver here, or will Marcus B just continue defending him? Marcus B is brake checking Mick, as you can see here. Very tight spaces to overtake, and it'll be another race of follow the leader if we are not careful here. And the 28 seems to be closing in on the 44. The double four is trying to get ahead of the 28. The double four trying to block the 28 as well, and the double four lead another lap here, as he does, coming in to the final straight, and will lead lap 7 with 14 laps to go. And there's the 28. He's way too close for comfort. Can he make it? And it seems like, can he make it? And the 44 defending against the 28, and if these cars are not careful, it will be disaster for both of them. But it seems like they're both keeping it calm. They're both lifting when they need to. Obviously, as you can see, as you saw in the previous few laps ago, Mick was trying to make them lift, and he was going up the hill trying to get a better pace than the 44. It seems like the 44 is defending here with his full might, and we go through the tunnels, and the 44 is holding off against the 44 is holding off against the 28, and Young Joshi is creeping in on Mick Hunt, as we can see here in the race. He is creeping in. Maybe Young Joshi knew that Mick is not worthy enough of the win this time. He will not win 3 in the race, but he will not win 3 races in a row, but he will be the first driver in OS car history to have a perfect record in the road courses, thus far having 3 consecutive top 5s in the season, in being the first to have 3 consecutive top 5s. Marcus B getting way too close, getting way too ahead of Mick Hunt. And there is Mick trying to get his rival to fold, but it seems like that's clearly not working as Mick is defending with all his might. And there is young Joshi slowly creeping in behind those two. Only just 4/10 of a second behind the race leader and less than 2/10 of a second behind Mick. This will create a very interesting three-way battle between these three cars here as they're battling for the win in Mt.Rushmore. But Marcus B seems to defend here, seems to defend, defeating maybe possibly the king of road courses, and he will make a crazy climb to the championship if things happen here. The McDonald's 44 keeping it strong, holding on against the 28 of Mick. And there's the 20, there's the 44. We're almost halfway through. He's holding on barely, and it seems like the gap is reducing, and it seems like everyone will keep the same positions. Everyone will keep the same positions. The top 5 still remains, and Juan Martin will grab another top 10 back-to-back. Same with, and our new entry in the top 10 is Samuel, Gamer 12 here. Very impressive qualifying from him. We will see more from him in these coming races. But there is Mick, there is Marcus B who is in the lead, and there is young Joshi. But we need to now focus on the people fighting, barely holding on for scraps, and there they are. And it seems like the 24 has retired, and we don't know a racer that is missing from here. It seems all while as most drivers are getting points except for the 45 and the 99 and the 55. Anyone else other than 30th seems to not be getting the points that they need. But there's Speedy Jin who climbed up a good 13 positions, so maybe he might feel gutted, but knowing that he has climbed up 13 positions, so maybe he can work around here. Just as long as he has good qualifying, then he could possibly be a race winner here, but that's not enough to fulfill. And there is young Joshi who is getting, he is further away from the win, but there is still a chance he might pull it off. There has been barely action up front. and the fastest lap here is Fleebo Berry. So maybe Fleebo has the pace to take back his position away from young Joshi, who is his teammates, and he thinks that his teammates should give him the position, as it seems that the 54 doesn't have any more of that pace to take back um to take back the to take the win for the team, as despite having good cars here, they are yet to have a win here in the OS Car Sprint Cup Series, sponsored by Monster. And young Yoshi is also falling further back, as he is half a second behind his teammates. No, behind his rival. Oh, and it seems that young Josh is getting closer and closer. But so is Fleebo. Maybe this will be a 4-horse race, as Fleebo, who has never thought to be in a position to get the win, will get the win. I know it may not look like it, but these guys are unlikely, and things can happen. Marcus B takes home the award for the most laps led in this race. He will take home the 3 points. He already has an extra point for getting pole position, so he will take the... Oh, and they're close, and they're close. Mick, oh, and there seems to have been a yellow flag. There seems to have been a yellow flag. What has... Oh, Speedy Jin. Speedy Jin. Speedy Jin. Speedy Jin. Speedy Jin. Speedy Jin. Okay, we will be back with you in a moment. We need to showcase what has happened, so stay tuned. Okay, as we can see here, uh, as we can see from the... Oh, he crashed. Okay, good night. Good night. That's it. He crashed. Okay, welcome back, and after such a dumb move from Speedy Jin, crashing, he just crashed and he caused the yellow flag. Meaning that if cards are played right, then that means that anyone can be in proximity to the win. This seems to have been chaos, as it was Speedy Jin who caused that incident. So that means that Speedy Jin caused a yellow flag, and possibly, as you could say, could have possibly been the one who sealed Marcus's B um winning. And there is our race leader Marcus B. It seems to be a snoozer. We're getting to the caution here. Um, oh, 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 that's gotta suck. No. Oh, oh. Marcus B was about to get his first win, but it seems like reliability issues has haunted his race. So now young Joshi inherits the second position. And as green flag goes, this happens. That's gotta be a bummer for Marcus B. He was having such a good race, and this happens. That's gotta bum. That's gotta be a bummer. With 6 laps to go, and his car does this. He truly feels justified. Richard Petty Motorsports feel justified to switch car engines as to switch cars, because this is what happens so far. And young Joshi getting the win, trying to get the win here in Mt.Rushmore. Young Joshi too close to Mick. Mick trying to defend. There is young Joshi, and he is trying to defend. Oh, there seems to have been an issue. Who could it be? Who could it have been? Oh, and it's Reggie Fogelman. We have to replay that. We have to replay that. We will be back with. Okay, real quick. Reggie Fogelman seemed to have caused the yellow. He was trying to go. It seems like Thomas Dupree bumps into him and does a bump and run, and he gets turned off into the track, and Thomas Dupree. Oh, and it seems like there has been chaos at their back too. So Thomas Dupree practically got away with murder. What an evil man. By the way, he won the GTNR 2003 Spec A series, so there was no reason for him to do that. So we will continue on with the race. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like since Thomas was the one to bump into Reggie Fogelman, he caused collision, practically probably putting himself as a villain amongst the OSCAR Cup Series compatriots. There is Samuel Gamer 12, who might potentially bag himself his first ever top 5 in OSCAR Sprint Cup Series history. He might bag himself a top 10, but for Joe Gibbs Racing, they have 3 top 5s, and all they need is a win here in the Sprint Cup Series. It is a dangerous yellow, and it seems like things might be all over. Marcus B had a clutch issue. And it seems Reggie Fogelman might still be in the race. As you can see, he might still be in the race. He's just chilling there in the pits, as it seems, and he's probably plotting something against Thomas Dupree, who has, and it seems like he is trying to get his engine to start. So he justifiably feels mad at the 8th driver for causing him in that incident, and it will be a bummer for him as his teammates are in the top 5, 3 of his teammates, and he's there chilling at the back because of something he couldn't. Oh, and he retired. It seems like he couldn't get the car working enough. He couldn't get the car working enough, and the car just crashed. And there is young Joshi coming behind Mick. We're going to the tunnel section of the race. And it seems like young Joshi will gain himself a charge to the title here in High Speed Ring. Bummer for Marcus B. He led the most laps. He had pole, was on track to win, yet his car failed him. He feels justifiably mad as team owner that Dodge keeps failing him from victories and that Dodge is genuinely not giving him a good car compared to the other teams. Maybe the equipment is not so good here. Maybe the McDonald's sponsor is not paying enough. And there is Mick Hunt, and he has an advantageous gap here. And Fleebo Berry's trying to get young Joshy's position, and young Joshy's trying to get onto the 28. The 28 and the 54 have been fighting for who knows how long at this point. It seems like the 58, the 28, I mean, has been battling with the 28 for so long, and young Joshi has been desperately trying to get his first win. Here in the OS Cross Sprint Cup Series. And there is young Joshi trying to close in on the 28, hoping to make a move around, and he is close to the 28, and the 18 is close to his teammate. What are we doing? We don't know. There is the 28 ahead. Oh, is it? No, it's not pace. It's not a safety lap, as it seems there was dust, but it's not a safety lap. There has been two caution flag, yellow flag incidents here in Mt.Rushmore, but it's not all bad, as young Joshi is getting closer to his rival in Mick Hunt. Mick Hunt trying to stop young Joshi here. Young Joshi getting ever too close to the 28, trying to make sure that he gets the win instead of the 28. And the 28 makes the bold move. The bold move here, and he will continue to get away with the race lead. And there is young Joshi. Fleebo Berry trying to overtake his teammate, trying to take the position away from his teammate. And young Joshi is denying Fleebo that position. And there is Mick Hunt. Who is taking the optimal racing line here in Mt.Rushmore, and young Joshi does not seem to have the pace anymore to catch up, meaning that this could be a 3-in-a-row win for Mick Hunt. Coming into the road course and he is the first driver in O's Car Sprint Cup Series to win three straight races. And this is what happens. Bad luck. He inherited that win, and we all know it. He wouldn't have won if not for Marcus B's clutch acting up. But here we are, young Joshi trying to defend the position from Flevo Berry, and Mick Hunt. If he wins this, he will go far away in the championship, and he will win the championship here in the Sprint Cup Series. If he continues to go on this form, he has, of course, he's in position to take a blowout lead in the Sprint Cup Series compared to his rival Caleb Wheeler. Young Joshi has had bad luck, but there he is trying to catch up to the 28, and a pace car is not really what is needed. And there he is. Oh, they have gone to the pits. 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 The 28 team has blown it. The 28 team has blown the win away. The 28 team has blown it. They have screwed up. For the first time ever in the white flag, young Joshi leads the race, and he has a convincing gap. Oh, and Samuel Gamer 12 also inherits a top 5 position. They have blown it. The 28 team have blown it. Young Joshi could be a Always Car Sprint Cup Series race winner for the first time. And that is that is good news for young Joshi, and good news for Joe Gibbs Racing. We don't know what the 28 team was thinking, but I think they have blown it. And young Joshi has a chaotic race here in this racetrack. Young Joshi has done it, honestly. Obviously, Mick, and we don't know where Fleebo is. Fleebo is still somewhere, but young Joshi has done it. He has done it. He has done it. Young Joshi has done it. Samuel Gamut, Sumugi Shirogane, I think will grab, his first top 5. And young Joshi will grab his first ever win in Always Car Sprint Cup Series history. Young Joshi is your new Always Car Sprint Cup Series winner. He will take home the 100 points. And the fastest lap is Fleebo Berry. Young Joshi was robbed of that, taken from that. But young Joshi has won in Always Car Sprint Cup Series history. And crazy news is Samuel Gamer 12 gets his first ever top 5. So does Sumugi Shirogane. John Johnson looking very consistent, pulling off a great title charge. And there is Philip Torres. Oh my days, what a crazy race. Just what was the 2018 thinking? But young Joshi inherits a win. There has been so many fraudulent wins, but I think this one's on the 2018. The 54 team was thinking in 3D chess. So, yes, young Joshi will take the win. and this will make the championship fight much more closer. This is OS Joshi. This is the OS Car Spin Cup Series, and this is the PlayStation 500, and we will see you in the next race next week before the big break. So goodbye.